Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing really well. I don't think I have ever been this excited to film, like ever, because when this box arrived and I saw Made in LA, I was like, I know what that is. It's the Raw Beauty Kristi with ColourPop collab. I'm so excited that I managed to get my hands on this because a lot of the items sold out really quick. I wasn't able to get the whole collection. I probably wouldn't have bought the whole bundle anyway, just because I wouldn't have used everything all the time and just, you know, it's a lot of money. But I did manage to pick up a few bits, including the eyeshadow palette, which was really the thing that I wanted. So I was super excited when I saw the announcement video, just because Kristi is one of those creators that when I'm feeling a bit down, I'm just feeling a bit bleh or whatever, I go back and watch her videos. You know, I can watch, to be honest, I've had her on all day before and she just cheers me up. She just has that effect on people. And so when I saw that she was releasing this, I immediately knew that I wanted to support her in it, because the previous collab was with Pure Cosmetics, wasn't it? And that palette was beautiful, the double-sided, genius, all good. But the colours weren't really what I would gravitate towards. Like, I'm never gonna use those really bright colours, other than to have a little bit of a creative moment and to, you know, just test out my own artistry, I guess. So I was like, nah, okay, it's beautiful, but I'm never really gonna use it. But when I saw this, and I've been wanting to try ColourPop shadows for a really long time, because everybody raves about them, they're everywhere, blah blah, I figured this was a good time to go for it. Now, ColourPop do not have any UK stockists, so this means that you have to pay a customs fee, which is a little bit annoying, but I think if you spend over $50, you get free international shipping. But I kind of didn't really realise that until I'd like ordered everything, and with the fee and everything, it nearly cost me $50. So I should have just picked a few items. But anyway, learn from my mistakes. And if you do want to get a few bits, I really recommend just maybe saving up a few bits and then buying it in one go and saving yourself all of that extra, yeah, that extra fee, which is just kind of, you're not getting anything for that money. Do you know what I mean? So for today's video, I'm actually going to be following Kristi's tutorial that she did with her palette, just because I think the look she does is absolutely stunning, but it isn't a look that I would naturally create myself, just because it's an eye shape that like I wouldn't normally gravitate towards. She does like a halo eye, and I've actually never done that before. So I thought it could be quite fun to have a little bit of a go, and we have quite different eye shapes, so it could be quite fun to see how it looks on me and how it kind of all works out. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So please do like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and yeah, let's get into it. I just opened up my phone to like find the video, and I'll make it bigger so you can see. Look who it is! I was watching one of her videos this morning, so there you go. Also, new phone case. It's got studs on it. Sorry, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna shimmy over so that she can have her moment. Oh, that dress, she's like pregnant in the flowchart. Oh, just think, oh, she looks stunning. I'm sad I didn't get the like rose goldy shop.
I cannot
next order
believe I'm sitting here on camera doing this today. This might be one of the most surreal things I've ever done. I am just
look how happy she is.
I can't even believe this is real. Today I am filming my first ever tutorial with my collection with ColourPop. I have a collection with ColourPop. I cannot even believe this. It doesn't feel real to me
Excitement
at all.
is like
I cannot
so
believe it. I hope that you guys are so excited about this.
Okay, I'm gonna skip past her little intro bit just because I don't want this video to be super long, but I mean, go watch her whole video because she's just adorable at the start of it.
To start off the look, I started off with the color Chanterelle up here. I just love this shade. I can't get enough of it. I dip into there with a fluffy brush.
Chanterelle, right.
And ran that throughout the crease. Not super heavy, because this look isn't a yellow look. This one's green, but I wanted the transition shade to have this really beautiful like mustardy yellow. And I just sort of fluff it right throughout. Not too high up, but a little bit higher. Just like that.
Oh, wow.
Then, with another
that
fluffier brush, I'm gonna dip that into...
Oh, wow. How blue does that colour make my eyes look? Wow. I have never, ever put yellow eyeshadow on my eyes before. Maybe I will more from now on.
This shade here, which is Fiddlehead.
Okay, so
aren't Fiddleheads the cutest thing in the entire world? I literally can't handle them. I think that they are so precious. I've never eaten one. Have you guys ever eaten one before? I want to try them. So I'm taking this and I'm just putting it in the crease. Exactly below that shade. I'm actually going to switch to a bit of a smaller brush for that.
Me too.
I feel like that's a little
Me too, Kristi.
in charge. This is like the stunning olive shade. I freaking love a good olive green. And I just sort of take that right in these two front areas mostly because I love the whole halo eye vibe. I kind of really leaned into the halo eye on this photo shoot. You don't need a ton of, I hate to say it, you don't need skill. That's not what I mean. But you don't need to be an expert at eyeshadow to do something like this, because all you really need to know is placement. So all you do is put it on right here, outer and inner. Just sort of buff it into that previous color. And then you're gonna just swipe the center with, you know, some shades. It's just really simple.
You know what I've just forgotten to do? I completely forgot to put eye primer on. Oh. Robert would be so disappointed in me. That's another creator. If you haven't watched Robert Welsh, I love him. I know I'm married and that I'm not exactly his type, but I love him. Okay, I think I might have brought that shade a little bit too much into the center of my lid, but I'm just gonna darken up the outer and inner portion, and hopefully then it won't be quite so obvious. All right, Kristi, what's next?
City. Just to make this a little less olive. I love the oliveness of it, but I just wanted it to be a little more depthy. And I did kind of drag this one out a little bit. Oh, that
shade is stunning. Okay, one thing I am noticing with these shadows is I'm getting a lot of fallout. So not necessarily a problem per se for me, but just make sure that you're doing your eyes first. These are extremely softly pressed. So like there's a lot of kick up in the pan and they're quite dusty. So yeah, definitely do your eyes first with this one.
I love these colors. I'm gonna take that same brush, a different one, but it's the same style of brush, and I'm gonna go with a little bit of puffball and just a little bit. I feel like it just adds a little bit of, I don't know, I hate to say wearability because that doesn't mean anything, but just buffs out the edges nicely.
Oh, that was more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. All right, one sec, we're gonna fix that.
And if you start to lose chanterelle a little bit, you can just dip a little bit back into that and like blend it out. And I kind of like to dip into puffball and chanterelle and just sort of take them right along the edges here. I just feel like it adds such a pretty tawny yellowish vibe. Oh, it's just so pretty. I love it. All right, and then the bottom we're gonna get to in a minute, but I'm gonna work on the shimmer right now because it's so simple. So for this look, I used a few shimmers. There are a couple of shimmers in the palette. So you've got this one here, which is amazing. This shade is so cool. It's like a duochrome brownish to green. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you definitely can. It's so pretty. And this one, I did tap a little bit on. It fits. It just works so well with the colors. But then I'm also gonna take my Super Shock in the shade Like a Moss. This is my favorite Super Shock, like hands down.
I don't have that one, so I'm not gonna put that. So I'm just gonna go.
I just took a little bit of this in the center.
Evergreen shade.
You can just do this if you don't want the Super Shock, or if you didn't get the Super Shock. You can just do this step. You can even pat a little bit of West Coast over the top. And I did take mine up a little bit higher because I like it when the shimmer extends higher. It just makes your eye look a little bit bigger.
Stunning. Oh my word.
So we take that
with
right
greens
in the center,
underneath
and then
as
I'm
well.
gonna go in with the shade
really,
Like a Moss.
That is something really, really special. Okay, now, if you don't have the Like a Moss shade, she suggested going in with a little bit of West Coast, which is the bright, oh my gosh. Can you see that? The bright gold. I might have got a bit too much there. Is there anything that's too much? Not today. Oh my gosh. Oh, the temptation just to take this glitter everywhere. I'm trying to keep it just on the center. It's really hard, it's beautiful. Oh, okay, so worth noting, all of these shades have fallout, all of them so far that I've used, which I don't really care because I always do my eyes first, but yeah, definitely do your eyes first. But it wipes away, I'm just using a little cotton pad, and it wipes away so easily, so that's not gonna be a big problem. Oh my days. All right. What have you got next for us, Kristi?
It's just stunning. It's more of like a topper too. It's not super highly pigmented. If you can see it swatched, it has like this
okay, so she's talking about the Like a Moss shade, which
to it. It's so beautiful. And it's so sparkly, especially in the sun.
I think I'm gonna save the Super Shock shadow for another video. I think I'm gonna
see what I'm saying. Oh my god, it's so stunning. And then to finish off the lower lash line, because this part I really like dragged it down quite far, I take the same brush we started off with, sort of just go through and do those steps over again, but really bring it down. Like I bring the Chanterelle shade, the yellowy shade, really low into
I don't think I'm gonna bring mine down quite as far as she does, just because different eye shapes. I think that's so gonna be the best idea.
I'm so happy with the way this turned out. I could sob,
but
right here, right now.
Chanterelle.
I'm gonna take a bit of Puffball, run that down. And then we're gonna do Fiddlehead and Evergreen again. Gotta get a mirror for this part. And I like to run that in with the color that we had on the top so that it like seamlessly
I'm just getting a little bit of the Fiddlehead color now. Again, I wouldn't normally do this much under the eye.
And take that shade Chanterelle again.
Try new things.
Really
try new things.
Buff it down.
I think it can be so easy to get stuck in a makeup rut, and not just with like colours and things, but the shapes that you do and the techniques that you use and all of that. It can be so easy to get stuck in a rut. So that's why I wanted to follow Kristi's tutorial, because I was like, I want to be challenged. I want to try something new. So I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush, just because I do not want this Emerald City shade all over my lower lash line. Not, I don't mean that, like all over. I don't want to give myself bags, because I feel like green eyeshadow could go that way very easily. So I'm using this a teeny tiny, it's actually a lip brush from Beauty Bay.
I'm gonna pat it too, just to get that color on more intense. Like, look at that. Oh! And now I'm gonna take the cream gel liner that we came out with. In the color
I didn't actually buy any of the eyeliners, just because the only one that I would have used on the regular is the brown one, and
out so beautiful.
I already have brown eyeliner, so I didn't pick that up. But I'm gonna go in with the brown. I know she's going in with the green, I think, but yeah, she's going in with the green, but
isn't that so pretty? You could even use the color Marigold, which is the yellow shade, and then it would be like the yellow on the lower lash line, and it would look so pretty and vibrant right there. We could use the brown. Honestly, they all go. That's the nice thing. I wanted everything to be kind of interchangeable, and you could do lots of different looks with it. This is not the last step. The final step to this look, I actually tapped a little bit into the shade West Coast, which is this extremely vibrant, bright gold.
Okay,
like
now we're ready.
I tapped that much into it. I just wanted a teeny little bit on my finger just to tap over the center, because I feel like this look could really benefit from just...
We're gonna use the gold again. We're gonna use the gold.
See, just like livens it up.
But
then I also took some of the Super Shock shade, and that was in the one Like a Moss, and I take a little bit of that on my finger and tap that on the bottom lash line in the center. For most of these looks that I did, no, for all of the looks that I did for the shoot, I tapped shimmer on the lower lash line. I'm gonna do that with I feel like sometimes Evergreen shade, because I don't have that. I feel like these ones look so beautiful with the shimmer on the lash line. And that is the eye look. Simple, simple, simple.
Ooh, that is pretty. I don't even see that on camera.
Alright, I just tossed some lashes on and really my mascara, and this is the finished look.
Okay, So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna go away, I'm gonna put a buttload of mascara on, and then I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. I absolutely love it. These are never colours that I would naturally pick out to use, gravitate towards. I feel like I haven't really seen a lot of people with blue eyes using the greens and the kind of yellowy, goldy colours in this palette, just because they're not colours that we would naturally gravitate towards. You know, there's like blue and green should never be seen and all of that. But honestly, oh, like stunning. These shadows are absolutely beautiful. So for mascara, I just used my good old trusty Charlotte Tilbury, still a firm favourite, and then I put a little bit of my Urban Decay Skin Perfector Tinted Moisturiser. I'll have it linked down below, just because I felt like my skin needed a little bit of something today. And yeah, they're just, oh, like I can't get over it. I can't stop staring at myself. Okay, so I think I'm gonna save the Super Shock for another video, just because I think we've got enough shimmer going on here and I don't want to take away from the palette too much. But just to finish off the look, we're gonna go in with this, what is it? Luxe Gloss in Wildflower. Oh my god. That smells like the sweetest caramel ever. It's a very sickly smell. Hopefully you can't smell it when it's on your lips. If you can, might bother me. Oh, for someone who doesn't always like a lot of colour on their lips, which I'm definitely that person, that is beautiful. The texture of it's really interesting. It's really hard to describe. It's like, it's not like a slippy gloss, if that makes sense. It's quite thin when it goes onto your lips, and it feels almost like a balm. It feels almost like a thick balm rather than a like sticky lip gloss. You're definitely not going to get those like strings in between your mouth, like, oh, that's so gross. You're definitely not going to get that with this. I feel like I look, I tell you what, I feel like I look a bit like some kind of woodland nymph. Do you know what I mean? I feel like just with like the dark kind of smoky green eyeshadow on the lip. Love, love, love. And that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. I love this look. I think this more halo eye is definitely something that I'm going to be exploring more in the future. And yeah, I think you will not be disappointed if you spend your money on this collection. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to dip into these mauvey kind of pinky shades. I think they look absolutely stunning. So I think I'm going to do a look with those and the Super Shock that I got. So like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see that. But again, congratulations to Kristi. This palette is absolutely stunning. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Stay safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Also, I'm really sorry. I know it's kind of annoying that I've got a double-sided mirror. I need to get a smaller one where you can't see you at the same time. But, you know, we'll get there eventually.